This workshop conducted by Vedant Rusty will help you get your YouTube channel to the next level. Hi there everybody, my name is Shreyas. You're watching the review of Vedant Rusty's YouTube workshop. Without any further ado, let's get started, and the timestamps for the same is right over here on the screen and in the description. I recommend you to watch the entire video. Now coming to the actual review. Number one, the process. Now the process to sign up for this workshop is very simple. You go to the sales page, you purchase it for 500 rupees plus GST, and you will be added to a WhatsApp group, and you'll also be sent an email. The details to the Zoom webinar will be sent to you on that WhatsApp group, so keep a check on that WhatsApp group. And it's pretty simple. It's as simple as that. Once you are done, you are in for the workshop. This is with respect to the process. Now, in a lot of webinars, the huge problem is the way the speaker actually talks. There is, in a lot of cases, no enthusiasm, or there is no proper formation of sentences, proper articulation of the thoughts that is in the speaker's mind. But with respect to this particular workshop hosted by Vedant Rusty, it's very good. Like, his presentation skills are top notch. You can just go watch his YouTube videos. You'll get to know about you'll basically get to know his presentation style. The PPTs, the presentation that was being presented in the workshop is so good. It's so to the point, and I was in a position where I was taking screenshots non-stop because of how the content was delivered and because of how the content was actually articulated, and the way he talks. Oh yeah, this webinar is in English, and the way he talks and the way he conveys his thought process and everything about YouTube in the webinar is really good. You will basically fall in love with that 3-hour workshop. You won't even realize that 3 hours is actually over. That's how good the articulation and the flow of the webinar actually is. Now, coming to the content, this is something that's very important. Now, the reason you're paying 500 rupees is for the content, right? So basically what this webinar does is it gives you a proper direction. It gives you a proper list on what you need, what you're gonna do, the entire process of how a creator goes through from that ideation phase all the way to creating and uploading that video. So this is basically what this 500 rupees webinar actually gives. Now, I've been into YouTube making videos from over 2 years, and of course I'm not consistent, but I've been making a lot of videos, and even though I am in YouTube from this long, I actually got to learn a few more things. And that is what this particular webinar does. It packages everything in one place, so you do not miss out something while you're searching by yourself on YouTube, or you do not do something that is a very old strategy. Now, YouTube's algorithm also keeps changing, right? So, you shouldn't be in a space where you watched a 1-year-old video or a 2-year-old video and you try applying those strategies and it just doesn't work out for you. So you wasted so much of time and energy, and you'll be having a lot of hopes also, right? Because you've been sticking to that strategy. So you will be in a space where you will be ditching all of these things and directly focusing on what is happening right now, which strategy is working right now, and what are the things that you will need and what are the things to avoid by joining this particular webinar. I feel this webinar is really good for anyone who's trying to start their YouTube journey. If you don't have a YouTube channel, if you have a thought of starting a YouTube channel, you should definitely go for this, because this particular webinar eases your entire research phase of starting a channel, on choosing your niche, and how do you find those non-copyrighted music, how do you find clips, what kind of title do you put on the video, how do you make a thumbnail, all of it. And the best part is, it is with respect to the trends that's going on, with respect to what's happening in YouTube right now. Not a 1-month-old video, not a 1-month-old YouTube video, not a 3-month-old video, or a 1-year-old video. This workshop is live, and that's another thing which I really like about this workshop. And it's not those webinars where they pretend to be live and they use these softwares that manipulate and show you in the front end that it is live. No, it is Vedant himself sitting and explaining and teaching and going through the entire workshop for those 3 hours. That's the best thing, because these webinars are live, because Vedant is actually coming and teaching you guys. Every week what's happening is based off the feedback, based off the changes that's happening on YouTube. He's gonna update you live. He's gonna tell you what's happening at that particular moment. And that's what's very important, rather than watching some already recorded webinar pretending to be live. So that's the best thing I feel about this particular workshop by Vedant Rusty. Although I really like this particular webinar for the money that I'm paying, that's 500 rupees. See, if I was a beginner, I would 100% be satisfied with this particular workshop because it delivers everything that's need to be delivered. It gives you a complete, proper, full blueprint and a guide on how you got to start your YouTube channel. But there are a lot of things, not a lot of things, there are a few things which I really want Growth School IO and Vedant to plug in or to add in, to stack in or to improve upon. One thing is YouTube by itself is a vast subject, right? From editing the video, thumbnail, SEO. I mean, it's a great job you guys have sandwiched it into 3 hours of webinar. But I really want this to be a 3-day workshop because there is so much of content overload for your audience. Your audience are new, someone who has no clue about YouTube. Basically, with what's happening with the 3 hours is maybe the person's getting overwhelmed with the entire process of making YouTube videos. Because when it comes to Instagram Reels, you just post the reel, you're done for the day. But that's not the case with YouTube. There's so many things that is involved, that is required to make that YouTube video and upload that YouTube video. So if this workshop was divided in 3 days, say 2 hours each or 1.5 hour each, that would be really great. Now number 2 is everything that Vedant is showing, right, is of course of his content and how it needs to be done practically. But it would be even good if he would have actually removed a particular video, shown how it looks in the back end of, say, Final Cut Pro that he's using, or shown how that YouTube video is being uploaded, show how the thumbnail is being made. If he actually gave a little more insights, because see, when you're telling that you got to use this particular software, you got to use that particular software, this is how you make a thumbnail, that's one thing. But if you actually tell them and then show them, like even for a 5 seconds ki, see, this is how I made a thumbnail with this software that I just told you, say Canva, you can make thumbnails with Canva, and you just fire up Canva for 5-6 seconds and show, see, you just take this element here, you put there, you take this picture, you put that, and you show them in that webinar. It would have been much better because there would be even more clarity with respect to all the audience who are already overwhelmed with the content that is put upon them. Now, another thing which I kind of did not like or was a little hesitant is the GST part. So when you're paying that 500 rupees, it's not just 500 rupees, it's 500 rupees plus 18% GST. So I really hope Growth IO, the team, if you guys could sandwich just 500 rupees, include the GST with the workshop, that would be great. Because all the way everywhere it's been marketed and shown as 500 rupees workshop, but when you get that 100 rupees more as your GST, it would be a little of a hesitation. So yeah guys, this is what I feel about the Vedant Rusty's workshop with Growth School IO. I'm sure this is going to help you make a better purchase decision. And yeah guys, that's about it. And yeah, thank you for watching guys. My name is Shreyas. Do like the video, do subscribe to my YouTube channel and share it to your friends if they are looking to start a new YouTube channel of their own. Chalo, bye.